With over 30 million international travelers, Thailand has become one of the main destinations for our international travelers around the world. So it was a perfect situation where both Simon and Siam Pipwat group got together and decided to do that. What is missing in Thailand market was a market for a premium outlet. So that was, I think, we was put together. The team got together, and obviously the first step that we did was obviously the most important was find a perfect location. We looked throughout, combed throughout the whole Thailand, and obviously the first place we looked at was Bangkok. The second reason why Bangkok was where in Bangkok we should be, with a premium concept, premium outlet has to be outside the city. So one of the first things we did was we looked around and we got a perfect location, which was 15 minutes away from the airport, Suvarnabhumi Airport, which has over 45 million travelers going through it, both locally and internationally, that comes through the gateways on that part. So we found that perfect location, which is about 60 acres at that time. So we designed that part out of it. At the same time, the center is only 45 minutes out of Bangkok city center. So it was convenient for both Thai Bangkokians to come out to the centers, and at the same time for international travelers, when do come, they can stop and visit by the outlet. So when we put that in together, we found the land, we put everything together. It was to put our hand together to start designing the center. It's since a premium outlet is an outdoor center, it's not an indoor center, which is something that's different for most likely for locals here in Thailand, is how do we make something premium that is not indoors. I think we know what premium outlet is all over the world already, but now we have to introduce that to the Thai people at that time. So we designed a center, obviously based on the proven racetrack layout on that part, which is a circular donut that runs around, where we allow customers to flow around the center. With that in mind, at the same time, the customers can obviously at one point in the center can look from one spot and see the way down 40, 50 meters of clear view of all the shops, where the shops are. So we did that together with laying the most efficient layout at that time. With that being done, with the proven layout and all, it was how do we create that luxury feeling, and how do we put the experience into the design, into the center, not just a regular outlet that we've seen around the world at this part. So we work together. So part of the making things what we call luxury, we put in it together a concept where the stores are pretty high ceiling on that part, with a 3.5 meter high shop front on that part, so people can look inside and enough light can get into the stores on that part. At the same time, we put a 4 meter wide awning on both sides of the corridors for customers to walk around, be protected from the weather. At the same time, we also pushed the corridor in the middle apart from each other. And the reason being that we were allowed to make it more spacious. At the same time, when we do that, we allow wind flow to come in and alleviate that outdoor, the infamous hot weather of Thailand on that part at the same time. So we were able to address those kind of stuff on the design. And in addition to that, what we did was the experience where a customer comes and get that feeling of being not just an outdoor. The luxury part was we had a design concept which we looked at tropical plants in Thailand, which is one of the most important tropical plant in Thailand is a palm tree. So we use that palm design in our canopies, and if you come to our center, you'll notice there we have 5 large canopies in the center. One being the largest one is a 1,200 square feet right in the center court. With that, we put a huge maze water fountain which plays around with the music and lightings on that part, and then we built 2 large outdoor recreational area, one being the kids center, which is about 5,000 square feet, sunken down below the main platform, so it's protected and it's secured on that part. And at the same time, on the other side of the project, we put an amphitheater where people can sit and relax on and watch and see the 4 meter high waterfall wall that we have on that part. With that in place, I think we worked together and we got something that we were happy. And then the construction happened. And at the same time, we designed, as we went on with the construction, the building at the same time when we started in April, we were also to keep on designing where we should plan for the future, not just stop where we're at, because in the end, we will have to expand our center. we believe in the business model that we have. At the same time, we also designed the center to be strong enough that it's able to place a solar roof on all the buildings that we should be able to create about 2.9 megawatts of energy for the centers on that part. We opened our center on June 19, 2020. It was a success. People came, people flocked through our center. We were happy with it. And what happened in addition to that, what one of our vision was obviously how we become part of the communities. We work with the local authorities, we work with the local communities officials and leaders in the areas, even university that's around this area, trying to create more jobs within this area, and we were able to create over 1,000 jobs that works within this community for people around here. So I think that's in the end, I think we believe we put everything in together, not just from a successful design, business plan, but also from being able to operate a center the way it was meant to be.